Hello everyone and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Lindsay and today I'm going to be taking you through a Vinyasa style yoga class that is heavily focused on alignment, making sure we are doing the poses correctly to prevent injury. So this is a great class if you are a beginner or if you are looking to further your practice. So having yoga blocks can be very helpful for you. If you don't have yoga blocks, you can use a stack of books. So we will go ahead and get started, and I invite you to join me in an easy seat, whatever that looks like for you. Placing a block underneath your sits bones. If you'd like to allow more space for the hips. And maybe softening your gaze or closing your eyes completely. Begin to make your exhales a little bit longer than your inhales. A lot of times in Vinyasa yoga, we work with our Ujjayi breath, breathing in through the nose and breathing out through the nose with a slight constriction in the back of your throat, making an ocean wave sound with your exhale. And on your inhale, lifting arms up to the sky. And exhale, we're going to twist to the right, bringing our right hand behind us, left hand to the knee or thigh. And gazing over your right shoulder. Inhale, lifting up through the spine. And exhale, maybe twisting a little deeper. And inhale, coming back to center, arms up. And exhale, taking it to the other side. Every inhale, lengthening up through the spine. And every exhale, twisting a little deeper. Inhale, back up to center. And exhale, bringing your hands to heart center. Maybe taking a moment to set an intention for your practice if you would like. And coming into our butterfly, we're going to place both of the insides of the feet together. Your feet can be as close to your body or as far away as feels comfortable for you. Making sure our spine is lengthened, we're not hunched over. Good. Maybe taking a moment to roll out the neck. And rolling out the other way. And you can stay right here, or if you'd like, inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, slowly start to walk yourself forward, keeping that spine as long as possible. relaxing any tension you might feel in the shoulders or upper back. Maybe noticing where your mind is and bringing it back to your breath and how your body feels in this posture. And on your next inhale, walking yourself back up to center, we're going to meet on our hands and knees in our tabletop pose, making sure shoulders are over the wrists and the hips are over the knees. And we're going to come into a couple of cat-cows here. So on an inhale, we're going to drop the navel, lifting the heart, lifting the gaze. And exhale, bringing your navel to your spine, rounding in that upper back. And inhale, coming back up to cow. And moving with your own breath, taking this at your own pace. And we'll do one more. Meeting back in the center, putting our big toes together, sending our hips to our heels. Knees can be as close or as far away from your body as feels comfortable. And walking the hands forward into our child's pose. Knowing that you can always place a block underneath the hips, on top of the heels to give you more space. Keeping the shoulders away from the ears. Knowing that child's pose is always available to you during any time in this practice. And on your inhale, coming back up to your hands and knees, removing any blocks. And here we're going to tuck our toes. We're going to come into our downward facing dog. And pushing into the toes and the hands, just lifting the knees a couple inches off the ground. Holding here. And on your exhale, we're going to start slowly sending our hips up to the sky. Really trying to send our heels to the floor, even if they don't touch. Taking as much bend in the knees as feels comfortable. Our shoulders are externally rotated, so our eye of the elbow is pointed towards the top of the mat. And our core is engaged. And on an inhale, we're going to look up and slowly walk our feet towards our hands into our Uttanasana forward fold. Taking as much bend in the knees as you need. Really making sure we're keeping our spine long. We don't want to be hunched over. Good. And on an inhale, we're going to lift up halfway, knitting the ribs in so we have a flat back. And exhale, Uttanasana. On an inhale, bending those knees, rolling all the way up to standing, lifting the arms. And exhale, hands to heart center, into our Tadasana pose, our mountain pose. Making sure we have a slight bend in the knees. The core is active. I like to put my pointer fingers on my hip bones and my thumbs just at the bottom of my ribs and just really pull those in together so your core is active. You're knitting your ribs in. Tadasana. Maybe taking a moment to come back to that intention you set at the beginning of practice. And inhale, lifting the arms up. And exhale, coming all the way down to our Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, lifting, lengthening the spine. And exhale, planting our hands on the ground, stepping back with the right foot and the left foot into our plank pose. Shoulders are over our wrists, making sure our core is active. And staying here or coming down to the knees into our Chaturanga Dandasana, making sure our elbows stay close to our body. We're going to slowly lower ourselves all the way down to the floor. And inhale, pushing into the hands, lifting up to our baby cobra, really pushing into the tops of our feet. And exhale, releasing down. Inhale, coming back up to our hands and knees, tucking the toes. And exhale, pushing our way into our downward facing dog. Good. Really trying to melt our heart towards our thighs. Taking a big breath in. And big exhale, letting it all out. And on your inhale, coming into our three-legged dog, lifting the right leg. And exhale, bringing the right leg forward, stepping in between the hands. We're going to send our left knee to the ground. And on an inhale, lifting the upper body up, arms to the sky, into our low lunge. Making sure the right knee is over the right ankle. Really breathing in to that left side. And exhale, sending your hands to the ground. Lifting the hips up, straightening that right knee. Taking any adjustments that you need, making sure left hip is over the left knee. Inhale, lengthen that spine. And exhale, slowly release down. Trying to get your nose to your knee. Placing blocks underneath your hands if you need to keep that spine long. And bending back in to that front knee. And tucking that left toe, lifting the knee. Now we're going to plant that left heel on the ground. And on an inhale, lifting the upper body up. Arms to the sky, into our Virabhadrasana 1 pose, our Warrior 1. Making sure the shoulders are relaxed away from the ears, Right knee over right ankle. And our upper body is going to be turned completely to the front of the mat. Our hips are going to be at a little bit of an angle and really pushing into the outside of that left foot. Good. And inhale, we're going to straighten that front knee. And exhale, bend it again, maybe go a little bit deeper. And inhale again, straightening that front knee. Maybe heel toe your back foot a little bit closer. And on your exhale, we're going to release down into our pyramid pose. Taking your hands to blocks can be really helpful here. Really working on sending our right hip back and our left hip forward. Keeping that spine long, releasing any tension you might feel in the neck. Good. And inhale, rising back up, bending that front knee, back into our warrior one. And inhale again, straightening that front knee. We're going to twist our torso to the side of our mat and bend back down, our arms to the front and back of the mat into our Virabhadrasana 2 pose, our warrior 2. And this pose is really similar to our warrior 1 pose, except our torso is to the side instead of forward. Again, making sure that knee is over the ankle. And inhale, straightening that front knee. And exhale, maybe going a little deeper. And again, inhale. And exhale, sending our arms to the side. And slowly sending the left hip up. Bringing our right hand to the ground or to a block. Placing the left hand up to the sky. Maybe gazing at your left hand into our pyramid pose. Really feeling the energy from your left heel all the way up to your left armpit. And inhale, coming back up. Exhale, bending that front knee, warrior 2. And inhale, flipping that front palm, bringing the left hand to the thigh. We're going to reverse our warrior. And exhale, windmilling the hands all the way down to the ground. Coming back up onto your left toe. Stepping the right foot back. And taking our flow, we're slowly, again, coming to the knees if you'd like. Slowly releasing the body down. Inhale, coming up to our baby cobra. Or up to upward facing dog. Lifting the knees and the thighs. And exhale, coming through tabletop if you'd like. Tucking the toes. pushing into downward facing dog. Good. And coming to the other side, inhaling the left leg up, and exhale, stepping it through, placing that right knee on the ground. Inhale, lifting the upper body up to our low lunge, left knee over the left ankle. And exhale, sending the hands down, straightening that front knee, taking any adjustments. Inhale, make sure that spine is long. And exhale, release forward into our half splits. Our left hip is back, sending our right hip forward. Just breathe here. And inhale, bending that left knee, tucking the right toe, lifting up the right knee, and then planting the right heel on the ground. Inhale, lifting the body up into our Virabhadrasana 1 on the other side. Again, making sure our core is active. And if this is too much for your shoulders, you can always put your hands in prayer. And inhale, straightening that front knee. And exhale, bending a little deeper. And inhale, straightening that front knee. And exhale, sending the upper body toward the knee into our pyramid pose. Taking your hands to blocks if you'd like to keep that spine nice and long. And lifting the gaze. Inhale, bending the front knee, coming back up, warrior 1. Inhale, straighten, sending our torso to the other side. And exhale, Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2. Core is active. Left knee over the left ankle. And inhale, lifting the arms, straightening that left knee. And exhale, falling a little deeper. Again, inhale, lift up. And exhale, sending our right hip up, tilting to the left side, bringing your left hand to the ground or to a block. Maybe gazing up at your right hand. Breathing into the side body here. And inhale, rising back up. Exhale into our warrior 2. flipping that front palm. Inhale, reversing our warrior. And exhale, windmilling the hands all the way down to the ground. Coming onto your right toes into our plank. And taking your own flow, and we will meet back in downward facing dog. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, baby cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale, making our way to downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, lifting the gaze, walking the feet towards the hands. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. And exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, bending those knees, rolling up to the sky. And exhale, hands to heart center. And heel toeing our toes and heels together. We're going to come into our chair pose. So inhale, lifting the arms up, bending those knees, sending the hips back like you're sitting into a chair. Making sure that we can lift up the toes. So our weight is in our heels. And if this is too much for your shoulders, bringing your hands to heart center. Inhale and exhale, sending the body forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, forward fold. And crossing our feet here, I'm going to slowly come into a seated position. Inhale and exhale, slowly, one vertebra at a time. Rolling onto our back, making sure our knees are over the ankles. We're going to come into our bridge pose. It can be really helpful to place a block in between your knees and thighs. And inhale, we're going to lift our hips up off the ground, really squeezing that block. Feeling this in our glutes more than our lower back. And exhale, slowly lowering down. Inhale, lifting back up, one vertebra at a time. And exhale, releasing down. One more time, inhale, lifting up, pausing here. And exhale, release down, removing any blocks. Sending our legs to the ground, taking our right knee and twisting it over to the left side. Your arms can be straight out to the side or in a cactus. Maybe you'd like to gaze over your right shoulder into this supine twist. And inhale, coming back up to center, releasing the right leg, taking the left knee over to the right side. Maybe gazing over the left shoulder. Option 2, soften your gaze or close your eyes completely. Coming back to that breath and any sensations you might feel in the body. Inhale, coming back up to center. Exhale, placing our hands on the ground with our palms facing towards the sky. Into our final pose of Shavasana. Shavasana is a time to really reap the benefits of this practice. Releasing everything here. Noticing any tension you might feel. And exhale, letting it all go. Relaxing the head and the neck. The space between your eyebrows. The jaw, the throat. Releasing everything here. Knowing that you are grounded and you are supported. And I will guide you out of Shavasana when it is time. Maybe begin to deepen the breath. Or allow small movements into your body. Maybe wiggling your fingers and your toes. Maybe taking a big stretch. And rolling yourself onto one side. Lifting yourself up, back into an easy seat. Maybe crossing the opposite legs as you did at the beginning of practice. Inhale, lifting the arms up. And exhale, bowing down to your heart. Thanking yourself for this practice, for taking the time to do something good for your mind and your body. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am sending you love and light and hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. Namaste. And if you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up below and subscribe. I will be posting new videos every week.